Good morning, class 7. I am Anil Bhagat, your science teacher from Modern International School, ISWA. Welcome back to our e-learning program. Today, in this video lecture, we will discuss about chapter 11, that is transportation in animals and plants. So in this chapter, we learn that how different things move inside the body from one place to another in animals and also in plants. So, class, we all know that all organisms need food, water, and several other type of things to live properly, and they have different organs in their different areas of their body to absorb those things from the nature. And after absorption from nature, they need to transport from one place to another place inside their body. So for this transportation, they must need a proper system for transport of these things. Not only that, after using this food, water, air, and all those things, some waste products are produced, and these waste products must be removed from the body. If not, they will create very harmful effects for our body. So for the removal of those harmful things also, they need to be transported to that particular place or to that particular organ from where they have to from where they are excreted into the nature. Like in our body, several type of harmful products or waste products will create after the digestion of food, and those waste products should be taken to the proper organs for the removal of those waste products from the body. So here we are going to learn about that system inside the animals. So for the animals, the transport system, we call it circulatory system. And in the circulatory system, heart and blood these are the main two parts of the circulatory system, which together perform different type of functions inside the body. So let's discuss one by one. So first of all, we will discuss about blood. First of all, we will discuss about blood. That what is blood and how it helps in the transport of different substances in the body, and also how they bring back the waste products to their different body organs. So first of all, what is blood? So blood is a liquid connective tissue. We can say that is, blood is also a form of tissue, but it is in the liquid form, and it connects the whole body, different body parts, or the whole body. It connects into one. You can say the whole body is connected by the blood, and this blood transport the digested food into the different parts of the body and collect the waste products from the different parts of the body. Now there is a very important function of blood, that is, it carries oxygen to the different cells of the body. So, and blood is composed of a fluid. Blood is composed of a fluid, and that fluid is called plasma. Blood is composed of a fluid, and that fluid is called plasma. and in the plasma different cells are suspended. In the plasma different cells are suspended. One of them is red blood cells or RBC, and this RBC is red in color because of a pigment called hemoglobin, and this hemoglobin helps in the carry of oxygen from one part of the body to the other part. This hemoglobin combines with oxygen and forms oxyhemoglobin, and it carries oxygen to the different cells, and from there they combine with carbon dioxide and becomes carboxyhemoglobin and bring back the carbon dioxide to the lungs, and from the lungs we exhale the carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Not only that, the waste products they carry to the kidney and to the different organs also. So in this way, this blood help us in the transportation. The next type of cells which is present in the plasma is WBC, that is white blood cells, and these white blood cells help us to fight with the germs. These blood cells help us to fight with the germs. Now, after injury at in any part of the body, there will be a cut and blood will start flowing from that cut. But after some time, what will happen? A dark red color patch appears on that particular part, which stops the flow of blood, This clot is formed because of the presence of another type of cell in the body called platelets. So in the blood there is a fluid called plasma, and in the plasma there are mainly three types of cells which are suspended. That is red blood cells, which is red in color because of hemoglobin, and this hemoglobin helps in the transport of oxygen from one place to another place. Then comes the white blood cells, which help in the protection of the body by fighting with the germs. And then comes the platelets, which help us to prevent the flowing of blood from any cut. So this is just the beginning of this circulatory system in the animals, or you can say transportation in animals and plants, or transport system in our body. We will discuss these things in more detail in the next classes. So class, I hope you are able to understand this little small basics of blood and circulatory system. Have a great day. Be safe at home. Thank you.